Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online. In the last episode, we continued working on our main story quest, where we were trying to investigate what is going on with the Eorzea and the abductions in the Drybone area. Been working on that. I found out that there's something going on with someone impersonating a priest, so we're going to look further into that. Then we went and worked on our next Marauder quest, where we had to fight off a whole bunch of jackals who were attacking the kid whose parents were killed by Jada. So we've been working on that. When we hit level 25, we'll have access to the next one of those, so we'll have to head back at some point. Now, the new gear that we got in the last episode were not color coordinated, so I decided to go ahead and re-dye my gear, which I've done. As you can see, I've decided to dye it orange. And there may be a question of why orange? And that's because that's probably by the time that this episode posts, is going to be getting very close to the start of the professional baseball season in the United States. And where I live in Baltimore, the local team is the Orioles, whose color are orange and black. So I decided to commemorate the occasion by dyeing my armor orange. So that's that. Alright, let's go ahead and get back to work here with EMBERS with the next main story quest and see what's going on. Alright, EMBERS wants... Oh, he was going to give me this iron cuirass. Which we don't need anymore, so we'll just end up taking some bronze pieces. Okay. He wants me to... he wants to help me identify and apprehend the false priest. Okay. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Alright, do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Ayame and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Ayame, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments EMBERS has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Alright, so I'm going to have to put on a disguise. Alright, I've gained a pair of weathered shepherd's slops and a weathered shepherd's tunic. Alright, so we need to put those on, and this is going to look a little silly. Because those are the only pieces of gear we have to put on. So that, and that. We don't have to turn off our helmet or anything else. But I guess we could probably, you know, at least make this a little bit convincing. There we go. And actually, we can do a glamour here because we now have that ability. I gave myself the Emperor's New Necklace, which is an invisible necklace that I can cast on there. And that'll make that go away. Actually, I can keep my helmet on. I can just turn it off visibly. There we are. Alright, so we need to speak to these people to beg for coin. Alright. Swain Hilt. I preach the teachings of Eorzea the Warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught to the end of days. Alright. Next is Neural over here, Flame Captain. And you are... another refugee by the looks of you. Your mortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. There should be someone in here. Addleston. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Oh, rude. Oh, there's one up there, but I think there's probably one in the building. Yep. Ermengarde. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Alright, and one more. Where are... Oh, they're down there. I completely missed it. Alright. Arildis. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Speak with Thancred. Let me actually put my gear back on. Alright, Thancred. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Ayame. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna put that back on again. Well, I can wait till I'm actually there. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Level 24 quests. There we need to go there. I just want to be wearing my gear in case I run into anything that decides to try to eat me for lunch on the way there. This appears to be the spot. There's Thancred up there. Alright, now I need to be in disguise. Alright, so let's put it back on. Turn off my helmet. A fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Ayame. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? This is a be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nald Thal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teaching of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? Oh, it's that guy. How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I am a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amaljaw raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amaljaw in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amaljaw. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. Suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. It was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amaljaw pay me. You sacrificed innocence so you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Now, maybe a dear and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Alright, now I can put my gear back on for good. There we go. Alright, now we need to go back to the Waking Sands and talk to Minfilia again. The easiest way to get there is to head over to Horizon. No need to pay the teleport or use the teleport tickets. We will run out of those eventually, and we're going to have to start paying full price for our teleports. Alright, well I'm going to run over there. I'm just going to go ahead and pause the recording while we head toward the Waking Sands. Alright, we are back at Vesper Bay in the Waking Sands, and we're going to be heading in here. We'll head to the Solar. Alright, and talk to Minfilia. Welcome back, Ayami. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. I'm going to be taking those bronze pieces. Alright, next quest from Minfilia. I'd like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he's a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. Ah, okay, they're gonna take me over there to do the whole materia melding thing. Alright, present at the bonfire, which we'll just go ahead and head over to Blackbrush Station. This way. Alright, Mutamix Bubblypots. Pishkoch, or whatever that is. Who is Uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix Bubblypots? Alright, there's Minfilia's dagger. Fighty tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to stony shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty tool, then Big Eyes, Fighty tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty tool to Mutamix, yes? Let's go. Fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good TT show a power of materia. the materia master from Swin Bros there. Now, Eyes of Uplander point at fighting tool. Yes. This sound effect again. Materia joined with fighting tool. Fighting tool gains power of materia. Fighting tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take fighting tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It's created by reducing equipment into its etheric constituents and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from summit as would struggle to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. I always love the way the goblins talk. So, do we actually have the ability? Let's see. Materia assimilate. Reduce an item with a complete spirit bond to aether, and then recrystallize the resulting residue into a concentrated okay, so this will allow us to break our gear down to materia, which we absolutely want to be able to do. Alright, so Swin Bros here says, what would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. Such items can then be converted into materia, the special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia conversion. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. Alright, so you are ready to commence your learning? Good. As you have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy, which you have said several times. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see? This is achieved by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Phobos. Melding is her field of expertise. Wish to remove materia from an item, will highlight its icon and select remove materia. There's a chance that the materia will be salvaged. Okay, so complete. Got this grade 1 dark matter. I don't think we actually need that anymore. Alright, so we can now break our gear down into materia, and if I look at my armory chest, let's see, we have some old gear. It's old Kledex, we can convert. Alright, so that got us a Battle Dance Materia 1. This Ethereal Iron War Axe is converted. Yep, we want to convert it. And why aren't we using the Inferno Axe? Oh, we are using an Inferno Axe. We have another Inferno Axe. I guess we do. Alright, let me just drop this materia in another tab. I'll have to make sure I sell that stuff off, because usually the materia sells a lot better than the actual gear themselves. If you were to say vendor the gear, gear is almost worthless, but the materia usually sells on the market quite well. Alright, so now we need to head back to Minfilia. So let me go ahead and head back into the Waking Sands. Again, I'm going to pause the recording while I head over there. Alright, we are back at the Waking Sands. Well, another thing about materia is something that they just recently added is that you no longer need an actual craftsman player to meld the materia for you. There are NPCs that'll do it for you now. For a fee, of course. Alright, Minfilia. Welcome back, Ayame. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Indeed it did. Here's the materia enhanced dagger. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Ayame, so make it your ally. Now it is time to discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Alright, let's go ahead and speak with her. Alright, Minfilia would like you to assist the Immortal Flames. You're going to give me a Dawn Wrist Guard. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. The Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance. The Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provided to them, Ayame. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you'll be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Alright. One thing. So I think we probably want to get all the way to level 20 gear. Alright, actually let me... I'll pause the recording for a minute, I want to just check some things. Alright, sorry for the pause and jump there. What I've decided to do is I need to get the rest of the iron gear. And it looks like that the armor fitter here in Vesper Bay actually sells it. So we're going to go ahead and... What do we need? We need... the gauntlets and the sabatons and the plate belt. Iron scale fingers? No, we want iron scale gear. Iron Elmo. How much do I have? I have 15,000 gil. This is going to set me back a little bit, but let's go ahead and go for it. We're going to go for the Iron Elmo. The Iron Scale Mail. We're probably going to get quest that's going to give us this stuff, but it'll be fine. Iron Scale Finger Gauntlets. Or Iron Scale Fingers. Yes. The Iron Plate Belt. Goatskin Breeches. Padded cotton trousers. Goatskin breeches. Goatskin breeches. And we're going to go with Iron Scale Greaves. Alright, so if we go recommended gear. Now we're looking like that, and I'm going to turn that helmet off because it's dumb looking. Alright. Now I just need to dye this stuff. And what dye do we want to go with? Let's see. Let's turn on all equipped gear. Preview the dye. Do I want to go with the orange? The orange does not look bad on this gear. The other colors we have are pink. I am going to wear pink armor at some point, but I don't think it's going to be this set. Let's see, we have the bone white dye, but I think we only have 3 of that. Yep, let's go with the Sunset Orange. We'll stick with that. Alright. So let's go ahead and head to Camp Drybone. So what this means is that if we get quests to give us this gear, then we can just take the bronze pieces instead, which will give us gil. Alright. Flame Sergeant. Ah, you're a Yame, Yatsurugi from the Saiyans. But thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them were the whereabouts of the abductees. The Lisbon aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds, Ayame, so let's make sure it does. Alright, so where are we headed? We're headed to the Invisible City, which is up north. Alright, so we've got a bit of a walk ahead of us. Again, I'm going to pause the recording while I head over there, and I'll be back as soon as we're close. Alright, we've arrived in the vicinity. We have these vandalous imps we need to kind of get past. See if we can avoid combat. Oh, we have the Undertaker fate again here, which that fate is too low for us. Oh, we have another hunt target over there. Will these rotting corpses actually aggro us? Let me see. Yep, they will. Alright. Our destination is here. Alright, if our level is above 24, we'll be synced. We're at 24, so we're fine. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Looks like the ambush got ambushed. Yeah, he's pleased with himself. Oh, look. Traitorous flame soldier. Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, okay. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally getting caught. You do not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. I hear every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Well, looks like we have a pretty nasty fight on our hands. Alright, let's unload. Should probably get on those rangers. Alright, let's get on this one. I'll go up to level 20. Alright. I can't Hatsucha. How long will you last, I wonder? Ungust. Alright. Let's get on the new arrivals. Overpower and knock them down. Oh, more of them. A whole lot more of them. Berserk. We are out of TP. on the mage. Alright, what's happening? Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Oh, he used a sleep spell on me. Bring her. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. Alright, so now we are somewhere. Flame Sergeant here. I fear the Amaljal mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. Bowl of Embers is now accessible. Use the duty finder to confront Ifrit in the Bowl of Embers. Alright, so this is a duty, obviously, where we need to join other players. So let me actually just check one thing before I head in there. Alright, well, we are getting a little bit long on this episode. So, and there's going to be a lot of cutscenes involved in this battle with Ifrit coming up. So, what we're going to do is we're going to end the episode here. We'll start with the Ifrit battle when we come back next episode. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.